In this video, I'm going to show you how to fold a 3D origami duck designed by Jassu. Diagrams are published in Origami Safari, which includes 21 enjoyable folds. In this video, I'm going to use a square sheet of paper with a side length of 15 centimeters or 6 inches, and the resulting duck then has a length of 8 centimeters or 3 1/8 of an inch, a height of 6.25 centimeters or 2.5 inches, and a depth of about 4 centimeters or 1.5 inches. It stands really stably and, as you can see, is three-dimensional. Now, for a predominantly white model, we're going to start with the white side up and bring point to crease the diagonal. Unfold, rotate, and again crease the diagonal. Unfold, flip over and bring edge to crease horizontally. Unfold, rotate, and repeat. Then press the two sides together to form a preliminary base and flatten. The open side is in the bottom, and then you're going to take one of the flaps and bring it to the center. Same thing on the other side. Open the creases and bring the paper inside in an inside reverse fold, going along the existing creases. And fold the flap up, creating a new crease. Then take one layer, fold it over so that the edge aligns with the central crease line. Make a strong crease, unfold, and go between the layers and push the paper up so that this crease, just the short one, turns into a mountain fold, and then push up, like that, and repeat on the other side. Then we're going to take this edge and bring it to that edge over there. And we're just going to crease up until you can see that locking of the paper. So I'm starting a crease here, going up to that point right there, and then opening the paper up. It should happen quite naturally, and then pressing the paper flat so that this edge aligns with the edge below. Then we're going to open this up slightly and make a mountain fold out of that valley fold to hide the paper behind. Same on the other side. First, crease from the tip to that point right there, then open the paper and press it flat. To then bring the paper to the back. And flatten. Then we're going to open this section of paper right here and lift the layer and press right on that point here to flip it over. Can you see that? Flipping it over and then ensuring we're going along these two creases in mountain folds. This is going to be a valley fold, and right here another mountain fold. And with that you can completely flatten the model again. And same on the other side. Open up that layer, press on this point right here to flip the paper over. Ensure that you're doing a mountain fold, and here a valley fold, and there another mountain fold, right there. to flatten the model. Then we're going to narrow the head and neck section. For this we're going to start a crease right in that point down there. So just tilt the paper so that you have a crease starting there, make a small pinch, and then go all the way to the top point. And then make a strong crease below here. And in the top it doesn't necessarily have to be sharp because we're going to unfold that section later. So especially down here, make a strong crease and close. Same thing on the other side. Adding a crease that starts in that point right here and bringing the paper inside towards the tip and then make a strong crease. Now we're going to flip the model over like this, and we're going to start a crease in that point right here, and it's going to end right here. And for that's preparing the forming of the neck and the head. There's lots of layers, so add a strong crease. Unfold and repeat on the other side. Then unfold that, and now we're going to go along both creases at the same time. So I'm pushing these together like that, and then folding the model in half, so that you can now see that neck emerging. Next we're going to bring the head forward. For an orientation point, perhaps go about halfway here. So if you want, you can slightly mark it here, and then open the paper up and push right here to start an outside reverse fold, and then push the paper over like that, and now you want this line to be parallel with that one. So perhaps like that. And it's up to taste how long your neck is, but you should have enough paper here to form the head. And you might also want to clean up that point right there. And now we're going to unfold this narrowing of the paper. So bringing that paper outside on both sides, and then pressing it closed again and pushing this so you have a nice neat tip here. Same on the other side, and pressing flat. Then we're going to shorten the head, and for this we're going to have one crease where you have a bit of space right here, and we're going to align edge with edge so that you can see here there's going to be a 90-degree angle. Perhaps showing it like this. And then bring the paper back out, and here you can judge by how long you want the beak to be. Then we're going to open this up and first blunt the tip a little. This is up to taste. And then we're going to go along the creases we just prepared, first in a mountain fold and then back out in a valley fold, so that we have a nice head formed. Now to round the head a little, we're just going to take that layer and fold it up a little bit, and then make an inside reverse fold. And same on the other side. Like this. Next we're going to form the body. For this we're first going to start a crease in this point right here, going up in pretty much a straight line, so that you can see this is basically an extension. And to get a symmetrical model, just match those lines. Then unfold and bring the paper inside. So I'm opening this up and then pushing the paper inside along the existing crease on both sides. Next, we're going to shape the legs, and for this we're just going to open the model up a little and then first shorten the legs by having a crease that goes along the body and then bringing this in, and for an orientation point I like to go about halfway of this distance right here. But you can do that up to taste. And then again, so that this is symmetrical, I like to first match it up before I continue. So you can see here, just bringing the 2 points together and then adding a crease. Once you have those pre-creasings in place, open up and go along in a mountain fold on the first one and a valley fold on the second one, like this. Same on the other side. And press flat. Then we're going to take this open section and fold it down in about a third of that angle right here. So for orientation you can try and have this small section be about the same size as that triangle underneath. And then again for symmetry you can match that up so that the duck stands straight. Then unfold and make an inside reverse fold, opening up the paper and pushing it inside. And then we're opening it up again and pushing that paper over to form the foot here. And just straighten that out so that it's straight, so that the duck stands nicely and stably. And if you find that the duck topples over, you might want to try and adjust that angle. But I find that if you go pretty much parallel with that body line right here, you should be okay. And then again, matching up. Now we're going to form the 3D body. We're going to start a crease right over here, pushing the paper inside so that this folded edge meets up with that corner right here. And once you've got that matched up, you're just going to press till about here, maybe 2/3 of the way, and you can leave the rest uncreased. Then we're going to take that edge and line it up with that edge, going through the corner and crease up to the crease we just created and no farther. And same on the other side. Creasing up to that point right there. So now it looks like this. Then we're going to take this section right here and fold it over, aligning this edge with itself right here, to add a small crease. So we're adding that crease right there. Same on the other side. Then we're going to pinch this together here and press it to finish that shape, that kite shape right here. Pushing it in and then flattening the model completely. So you can see now you have a kite here. And then we're also going to form the tail. And for this, I'm going to add a pre-creasing. So first you do one that goes through this point right here. And a second one that goes through the same point that meets the edge down here, but goes up a little so that you have a nice shape. So I'm just going to take this out of the way a little so that you can see a little better. And here I suggest you just play around with it a little until you have a nice shape. So for example, here you can see there's a big gap, and I don't think that looks very nice. So if you change the angle of these creases, then you can see this can match up. And you want something that you kind of like the shape of. And I think it's always nice when the tail slightly points up. So I'm again just adjusting the angle a little bit and checking that can you see that? The tail points up a little, and that I'm quite happy with. So now I'm just going to press the creases in place, and then again going in mountain folds in the inside and valley folds on the next set of creases. So then you have this. Now you open the model here, kind of pressing from the inside on that long crease so that this kite shape flattens out. And then you can check whether the duck stands, and if not, you might have to adjust the angle of the feet a little bit. For me, it was slightly front heavy, so I'm kind of tilting it a little in the other direction. And then the duck stands really nicely. And now that you know how to fold this duck, how about you try folding the maple leaf designed by Jassu? Or check out my other tutorials for origami animals. I've also got a playlist of further simple origami models, which you may enjoy. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my next videos. And finally, do check out my website, happyfolding.com, for more origami content. I hope to see you around, and happy folding! Thanks for staying tuned until the very end of the video. You deserve an extra tip for that. If you want a color change on the beak, here's an easy way to achieve it. First, unfold the shaping of the head, and then open the paper and fold the tip behind to get a color change. Close and then refold the shaping of the head, including rounding the head with those small inside reverse folds. And then you have a colored beak. Hope you enjoy the extra tip and see you around!